So let's move towards our next topic, that is HTML table. And this is the second section of our HTML tutorial. So when you are building a project which has some data to present you need a good way to show them and to represent them easily and understandably. Depending on the type of data, you can select between different HTML elements. In many cases, the table is the most convenient method to display large amount of structured data nicely. As you can see on my screen, there are different use cases. So table is basically used to create databases. Uh, so like database also consists of a table where number of data has been stored up. It is used to compare two items in a table and have an insight on that. It is used for communication. It is also used for communication, research, and data analysis. So let's see what's inside it. HTML consists of multiple elements, and each of these elements has different tags. So first, we will start with a tag which is basically the table tag. The table tag which will act as a container, act as a container to store every other to store all the others table related tags. So for example, the whole section here is the table tag, and it is consisting of different the header tag, table header tag, table footer tag, different cells. Yeah. So one more point I have to add on with the tables is like the whole table is been consisting of cells. So if we are adding, we're having a footer, a header, the table header. The table header is also consisting of cells. Table body is also consisting of a cell. So similar way, the whole table is been made up of cells. Moving forward to our next slide, there are tags which are basically used to represent the particular section in table. So for the header section of the table, we have a t head tag. For a body of a table, we have the t body tag, and for the t foot for the footer of the table, we have the t foot tag, as the name depicts. There is one special tag used in HTML table, that is caption. The caption tag has been used to provide a tooltip when we hover over the table to give information to the users regarding the table. For example, you have been you had an you might be having an experience like whenever we try to hover over a table, it gives a tooltip like this table consisting of this kind of data, XYZ of data. So this is the way the caption tag has been working. So moving forward to the next slide. Uh, so this is the list of tags which has been widely used for making a table, HTML table. So I will just go through one by one and explain you the use cases. So some of them we have already gone through, and I have already covered it. So for example, the first one is the table. It's usually the container and specify the table. And as I've told, like for the header, footer, and the body table tags, we are already having three tags, that is t head, t body, and t footer, which works and represent the particular section of a table. Another one is the th. This is a special tag which is to present the cell uh, in the header, that is the t head. T head is using th to represent a cell in the header. So there is another one, that is tr, to represent a row in a table. For the data of the cell, we have a td tag. For the captions, I've already told that I have already discussed that a caption has been used to provide a tooltip or a particular message to the user when we try to hover over the table. Call group. This is the most important one. This tag is used to group one or more column for formatting. And the another one is the call property for each column in a column group. So let's just check this out in action. So back to again to our browser and a text code editor. So I've come up with an idea of showing the employees data in a tabular structure format. So I will just code it up like for the first one will be the table tag. Table tag will be having the t head tag, as I've told that there is a for a header we are using the t head tag. And so t head tag is also consisting of the table row. So usually we try to align them into table rows so that they are not inlining it with each other, not crashing into each other. So for that we are using tr as a row, as depicts the row of the table. The another one, like if you have remembered, like for the t head tag, for the table header tag, there is separate tag for representing a cell, that is th. So I will cover 4 tags for the employees. What I will be having is, first one is the ID, second one would be the name, third one would be the email of the employees, and the third one would be the phone number. And I will try to add the call span also, like how it will work. Call span with a value of 2, so like I will be grouping 2 columns for the phone numbers. For example, if employee is having an extra number or alternative number, we can add that here. So moving forward with the t body tag, before that I will just go with the t footer tag for the footer. For the t footer footer tag, the same as usual, we have to add a row, so just to provide a proper block element. Yeah, I will be providing the call span of value of, just a second, I will be providing a td tag with a call span of 5, and I will say the total number of employee be 10. So I will be adding 10 employees data here. Moving forward with the T body, the main section of our table, that is it will consist all the data of the employee, and I will add it one by one. So let's just start with the first one. So I will add the tr tag with the td, with the number of tds. Just a second. So I am considering the company name as an Avenger, and there are many different roles of Avengers we are having. So first one is the ID, second one would be one, I would say my favorite one, that is a Groot. Email ID is groot@gmail.com, and the number is 022 525 656 and 8888. Just saving and checking out with the first one how it looks like. So as you can see, like we have the table header, and as it is the header, it will show all the cells data in the bold text. It is highlighting that it has been a header of that. The second one is the Groot we have entered, that is the T body section. You can see the T body section, the Groot and Groot.com. So whatever the cells it represents below that, for example, for the ID we are having 01, for the Groot we are having the name, and below the email label we are having the groot@gmail.com. Similarly for the number also. And the last but not the least, that is the total number of employee credits we have added in the T footer. I will just quickly go and add all the employees data and we will have a look. Yeah, so I'm back after adding all the details regarding the employees of Avengers. So I have added Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, Doctor Strange, Ant Man, Thor, Black Widow, Nick Fury, and Vision. So after adding it and saving and refreshing the browser, we'll get the whole list in a tabular format. So this is the way we can add the data into tabular structure format.